Some weapons in zombies are better than people make out, but which 5 are the most underrated of them all? Let's take a look. Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. In this video we're going to be counting down the top 5 most underrated weapons in World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 zombies. Now there's no real specific order to this list, it's just 5 weapons which I think are underrated in zombies. So with that clarified, let's move on to the list. Coming in at number 5 we have the scoped KAR-98K from World at War. Now this weapon is only available on one map, the very first one, Naxxra and Toten, and it's available out of the box, or you can also buy it out of the cabinet for 1,500 points. Now the cabinet is located on the top floor next to where the trench gun is, and it's pretty similar to the normal KAR-98K. It's got the same amount of ammo, it's got the same rate of fire, but of course this comes with a scope, so it's easier to aim for the head or the face or whatever, and it also increases on the damage as well. Now it's not the best weapon, obviously, it's not great, but I do believe this weapon is better than people make it out to be. So the headshot multiplier on this weapon is really good. It's one shot to the kill, one shot to the head. I think it's up to around 12. Might be wrong on that, but it's definitely 11 or 12. So you can realistically keep this weapon as your primary weapon up to about around 12, just pinging headshots. It does take quite a while to reload though. He only puts in like one bullet at a time, which is quite a big drawback. So if you are using this gun, make sure that you've always got at least 2 or 3 bullets left in the magazine if you're sort of getting cornered, because he only puts in one bullet at a time. But obviously with it being like a wall weapon as such, you can buy ammo for it, and the ammo costs 380 points, which is such a random number. As you see there, ammo 380. I don't know why they put that number for ammo, but yeah, it's pretty good weapon considering people always say it's shit, and it's not the best, I agree, but it is better than what people make it out to be. So that's the reason why I believe it's underrated. So it comes in at the number 5 spot. Moving on to number 4 spot, we have the 5.7 dual wield from Black Ops 2. Now these pistols are only available out of the box, you can't buy them off the wall, and I always like the 5.7s. I keep the pack-a-punch 5.7s in my fridge on transit and die rise, and every now and then I'll take them out, I'll use them for a bit and then put them back in. Obviously, they've got plenty of ammo, 15 bullets per magazine in each. 15 bullets per magazine in each pistol, and you get plenty of ammo in the reserve ammo. They're easy to train with as well, being pistols. You can run around with them. You're lightweight when you're holding these weapons, and I've always just really liked using them. I get them in the box, and I'll always be happy to pick them up. I never sort of go, oh, I've got the 5.7s. I'll always happily take them. They're really good for headshots, and I'll show you a little clip here. So when they're pack-a-punched, it's turned into ultra and violet. Really cool name. And when they're pack-a-punched, they come with 20 bullets per magazine. And honestly, you could probably have these weapons as your main weapon from easily like 25 up to 30 easily. So powerful. Get double tap 2.0, aim for the head, and it'll they just tear through zombies. Obviously, being a box weapon only, you can't buy ammo for them, which is the only drawback really. So you have to wait for max ammo if you do run out of ammo, which is quite a pain in the arse. But apart from that, 5.7s, I really love them, and I think people don't realise how good they are, to be honest. So that's why I think they've got to come in on this list. So they come in at number 4. Moving on to number 3, we have the RPK from Black Ops 1. Now, at first glance, you might be thinking this gun isn't underrated. People realise how good this weapon is, and to be fair, some people do. But with Black Ops 1, there's only like 2 LMGs, the HK21 and the RPK. And I've always found out that people just bum the HK21, and I don't really know why. The HK21 has more ammo per magazine. It's got an extra 25 shots, but that's pretty much it. Now, the RPK has got faster rate of fire. I think it's got a bit more damage, The headshot multiplier, I believe, are the same. I think it's ×3 for both weapons. But I just prefer the RPK. To be fair, you get 400 shots in the reserve ammo, so you get 500 in total, which is more than enough with the RPK. Pack-a-punch it as well. It comes with, I think, you get 125 when it's pack-a-punched. But overall, just a solid weapon. I think people always go for the HK21, but if you do use the HK21, then you've got to get double tap 1.0, which obviously increases your fire rate, and that's just a waste of a perk on Black Ops 1. You don't want to be buying double tap 1 when you've got to buy Jug, Speed Cola, Quick Revive, and Mule Kick. Really, they're the 4 perks that you probably want to get on like 5. Maybe Stamina Up as well if you're on the on the later maps. But yeah, RPK, I think it's a really solid weapon, and people probably should, if you've got the option of going for the RPK or HK21, I would seriously recommend taking the RPK over the HK21. So that's why I think it's underrated. So it comes in at number 3. Coming in at number 2, we have the Uzi from Black Ops 2 on Mob of the Dead. Now, I did slightly brush up on this on my top 5 SMG list. I did say that the Uzi was underrated, but obviously I'm going to go into more depth in this video. So the Uzi is a submachine gun, 25 bullets per magazine with 275 in the reserve ammo. So plenty of ammo, loads of it. You get tons of ammo with this weapon. It's got lovely rate of fire, just perfect. Damage is excellent. Headshot multiplier is fantastic. Reload speed is great too. It's available in 3 places on the map: just outside the wall, in the warden's office next to Speed Cola, in the Citadel tunnels down by the docks, just where you saw me buy ammo just a minute ago, and it's also available in the infirmary. So there's always an Uzi nearby if you need to buy ammo. And you see in this clip here, it's round 12 at the minute, so not too high, but getting into these sort of later-ish rounds where you want to start getting all your good weapons and stuff. I've got double tap 2.0 on this, and it's just tearing through zombies like they're nothing. Look at this, it's like 3 bullets to the head. Zombies aren't even getting near to me. I'm just obviously I do have double tap 2.0 and Speed Cola here. I made sure that in the clips I made sure that I had double tap 2.0 on all of the weapons on Black Ops 2 to make sure that it was sort of like a fair perspective. But yeah, the Uzi, the reason why I think it's underrated, people always seem to go for the Tommy gun or the M1927, which is the weapon down by the docks, and the only thing that gun has over the Uzi is the fact that it's got more ammo. I've always said, just the Tommy gun is good for points, but I mean, apart from that, there's not really any reason to buy it. It's got it's got a bit of ammo, a bit more than the Uzi, but it's the thing with the Tommy gun is the damage is low, and obviously the only place you can buy it is at the docks. So if you run out of ammo, you've got to travel all the way down to the docks to get it. And that's you could be on the roof, or you could be in the in the cell blocks, and you got to go all the way down to the dock, take the gondola, or go through run the long way. It's just a pain. But with the Uzi, you're always going to be relatively near to one of the wall buys. So Uzi, fantastic weapon and underrated, I think. So it comes in at number 2. And lastly, coming in at number 1, we have the FAL from Black Ops 2. Now, again, I did brush up on this on my top 5 assault rifle videos. The FAL actually came in at number 5, I believe, and I love the FAL. I'm going to start off just by saying I really do love the FAL. It's a semi-automatic assault rifle, 20 bullets per magazine, 180 in the reserve ammo, so you get 200 shots in total, and it's just a headshot machine. Look at this. So round 13 here, I've got double tap 2.0, and it just it's 2 shots to the head on, I think it's round 15. I think when it turns around 16, I think that's when it turns into 3 shots. But if you get double tap 2.0, the FAL is 2-shot kill to the head up until round 15, that's ridiculous. To the body, it's not so good. If you're using the FAL, make sure you aim for the head, because if you aim for the body, it just takes a while to kill the zombies, and you'll just burn through ammo. So if you aim for the head and you're accurate, you can deal so much damage with the FAL. So see me using it here. I'm shooting 2 or 3 bullets to the head. But yeah, As I said, the reason why it's underrated, with it being semi-automatic, people always seem to go for the other ARs. So like the MTAR, Type 25, MAA1, M27, whatever it may be. But yeah, I think you just give the FAL a chance. If you get it in the box, pick it up, just give it a go. When it's pack-a-punched, turned into a 3-round burst, as you see me using here. It comes with a reflex sight as well, which I think is a pretty cool addition, but I never really liked pack-a-punching it. I don't know, if something about it when it's pack-a-punch, I never really liked it. If it stayed semi-automatic, or if it went full auto even, then I would do it a lot more often. With for example, with the M1A1 carbine from Modern War, when you pack-a-punch that, it goes fully automatic, and it's just mental. But with the FAL 3-round burst, I don't know. I'm not sure that was the right call for it. So, I mean, if it was, as I said, if it was semi-automatic when it's pack-a-punched to full auto, then I'd definitely just pack-a-punch a FAL nearly every game and just use it. But with it being 3-round burst, I do tend to sort of swap it out if if it goes on to the later round. I do tend to get rid of the FAL. But overall, really strong weapon, really good for headshots, and I think it is severely underrated. So it comes in at the number 1 spot. Now we do have one weapon on the honourable mentions list, and that goes to the S12 from Black Ops 2. Now this really is just a personal, pick of mine. I understand it's not the best shotgun, and it's not considered to be one of the better weapons in terms of the zombie sort of community, but for me personally, I do like the S12. I think it's quite a good shotgun. It's semi-automatic, 10 bullets per magazine. It's really good for taking out big groups. So we've got zombies behind me here. You just spray all of your 10 shots into them and it'll just sort of take out loads of them. Obviously ammo is a problem. You only get 40 shots in total, so you do burn through ammo quite a bit, which is the big drawback with the S12. But when it's pack-a-punched, turns into the synthetic dozen, comes with a dual magazine, and that's when I really think it's underrated. So when it's not pack-a-punched, it's not really that underrated. It is not the best, but when it's pack-a-punched, like you can see in this clip here, that's when I believe it's underrated. So double tap 2.0, you're walking around here around 18 and it's just one shot and it just makes zombies just disappear, just remove zombies. And again, ammo is quite bad with the S12. You only get 60 shots in total when it's pack-a-punched, which is not enough. It's only available in a box. You can't buy it off the wall, so you can't buy ammo for it. But I still think it is underrated, especially when it's pack-a-punched. As you can see here, I've got cornered there. I just fire all my shots rapidly with it being semi-automatic, and I got out with ease. So that's why I think the S12 is underrated. So it comes in on the honourable mentions list. So thank you for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure that you hit that like button as well. This video did take quite a while to make, so it would be greatly appreciated. And also leave your thoughts down below in the comment section of what your top 5 most underrated weapons are in Nazi Zombies. And just lastly, if you did enjoy this, make sure that you check out some of my other videos. I have done an entire playlist based on different top 5 zombie lists, so make sure that you check them out as well. So thank you again for watching, and I will be back soon with another video. Goodbye.